am done with the Acadia. Last Saturday, my wife went to pick up my daughter at college. She got halfway back home, stopped to get a drink, and the car wouldn't start again. It started throwing all the typical timing issue faults, and I didn't really put much effort into trying to restart it. It was late at night. It was like 11:30 at night. I ran over there and picked her up and just left the thing in the parking lot. Called the towing company the next day to drag it back home. But at this point, it just seems like this is going to be continuing issues unless I replace the motor. And for what it costs to replace the motor, I really can't see putting that kind of money into this car anymore. You know, it just seems like it's going to be one problem after another with this thing. I don't know, we haven't had it all that long. 5 years. I mean, it's a 2011. It's March 2022 right now. So it's 11-year-old vehicle. And it's not worth putting the money into it anymore. I can't really find any shops that want to work on the thing just because it's such a pain to work on. And really there's no guarantee that what they work on is going to fix the issue aside from replacing the motor. And at that point, replacing the motor, I mean, you're not going to increase the value in the vehicle to more than the cost of what it's going to cost to replace the motor, I guess. So in right now, you know, aside from the motor, the driver's window doesn't work, the backup alarms don't work, I shouldn't say they don't work. They work when they feel like it. The outside tailgate latch doesn't work. Both front and rear windshield washers quit working. It's adding up. I mean, at what point is it fighting a losing battle? You could sink a ton of money into repairing all the issues with this thing, and it still won't be worth the money you've invested into it. So I just kind of think now it's time to move on. You know, I think it's kind of sad that a vehicle that's only 11 years old isn't really worth anything or worth the time repairing it, to me. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with the thing right now. You know, at some point, my time has value, so do I spend all of the free time that I don't really have repairing and maintaining this thing? Or do I just move on? You know, I've got a 98 Dodge Ram, so it's at 24 years old, and it requires exactly zero maintenance, and it just keeps working. This thing, I could be working on it every single weekend trying to fix it. I mean, granted, my 24-year-old pickup truck ain't in the greatest of shape, but I can start it and it does what it needs to do. Whereas this thing, if we decide to go somewhere, we got to worry about whether it's going to start again. And at this point, it won't start again. So, I don't know. That's the point where I'm at with this thing right now. You know, I haven't owned a General Motors product before, and after this thing, you'd be really hard pressed to ever buy one again. You know, it's just the way I feel about it. I feel kind of, it's really left a sour taste in my mouth that something this new requires that much maintenance. Anyway, I guess that's where I'm at right now. So, I mean, what do you think I should do with the thing? It's just sitting in my driveway as it is right now until I get the motivation to figure out what I'm actually going to do with it, whether that just be haul it to the junkyard or sink a bunch of money into replacing the motor and keeping it for a second vehicle. At this point in time, it was our primary vehicle, so now I have to replace it with something else that's going to be reliable. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know.